is Ryan Jepson, JEPSON. I'm the acting staff sergeant in the sex crimes unit. The Calgary Police Service is investigating an allegation of sexual assault in the city's southeast. At approximately 12:40 a.m. on Sunday, July 29th, a 16-year-old girl was walking near 36th Street and 26th Avenue Southeast. She noticed a man following her. The teen tried to avoid the man by stopping and letting him pass. The man eventually stepped into a bus shelter and the girl continued walking. As she passed by the shelter, the man lunged out and grabbed her, pushing the teen to the ground. The teen struggled and was able to scream despite the offender's hand being over her mouth. The suspect then fled towards a cluster of trees eastbound. The offender is described as a Caucasian male, 20 to 30 years old, 6 feet tall with a slim build. He was wearing a black baseball cap pulled down over his face, a black jacket, baggy black pants tucked into combat-style boots. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers. I have the personal safety message if you would like to hear it. Otherwise, I'll entertain your questions. It's the standard stuff that gets released with the media release, the safety information. So.
The girl said, was she able to see or able to withdraw?
No, the offender was wearing a baseball cap at the time, and the victim has told us that the cap was pulled down quite tightly over his head, so she was unable to get a good enough facial description for a composite drawing. She phoned a friend and walked home and called police about 20 to 30 minutes after the event. Yes, we spent the better part of the day yesterday combing the area looking for surveillance video, and that investigation's ongoing. We don't have any video to release at this time. We don't know at this time.
Has a canvass of the area turned up anything in terms of knocking on doors?
No, there were neighborhood inquiries done initially right after the event, but we don't have any witnesses or information to that effect.
And this may be a standard investigative step at this point, but are you at least looking at the possibility that this could have a relation to the incidents in Aaron Woods, just noting that the area that this happened isn't too far away?
Yes, we have looked at the incidents that have occurred in Aaron Woods over the past little while, and we do not believe at this point that this event is tied to those.
Have you had anyone you'd like to have a look at? Anybody you wonder if this guy's ever done anything like this before, or maybe it's on the registry or something?
Yes, and that's a standard inquiry we do in these types of events, and we don't have information back on known offenders at this point. But it is something we do follow up.
Was the victim injured at all?
No, she didn't have any physical injuries. Obviously, there is emotional damage in an event like this, but no physical injuries.
And he lunged at her, jumped on her. Was there like a groping?
She was sexually assaulted. I won't get into the exact nature of it, but she was assaulted. Sure. So one of the things police are asking for is any assistance, obviously, with relation to Crime Stoppers, if someone feels that they may know this individual. One of the key descriptors that the victim was able to tell us was the combat-style boots. So we're looking for information or tips that may lead us to an offender who wears such clothing. And we're reminding Calgarians to always be vigilant about their personal safety and to be aware of their surroundings. Develop a safety plan and let someone you trust know where you are going and when you expect to be back. And if you're suspicious of someone, trust your instincts. And if you're approached by a stranger, do not engage in conversation. Proceed to the nearest safe or public place and report the incident immediately.
Do you know where this girl was walking to?
She was walking, my understanding, she was walking home and had taken a bus, got off the bus, and there was a distance that she needed to walk to get home.
Sorry, I missed what time of day this was.
This is 12:40 a.m., so after midnight.
Early morning.
Yes.
And she was alone.
Yes, she was alone.
20 minutes between the incident
Well, my understanding, what she did is she phoned a friend immediately, and we'd encourage people that if they've been assaulted or sexually assaulted or victim of a crime in progress, to phone 911 right away. It just helps us get to the scene faster, all of those things that you would expect we would do.
You mentioned at the start that you're investigating an allegation of sexual assault. Is it an actual sexual assault, or are you still investigating the validity of the claim?
We believe this is a valid complaint, and she was sexually assaulted.
And was this just like on the sidewalk or like bushes or what?
If you want, Google Maps is a great thing. Where it actually happened was a bus shelter on the northeast corner of 30th Avenue and 36th Street. So there's a 7-Eleven. It's across the street from that, but you can find it. There's a bus shelter. So there is a grassy area behind the bus shelter and some trees, but it's not heavily treed.
And 36th Street being a busy road, you're hoping that maybe some motorists?
Yes, as I said before, we're still looking for video. Businesses in the area, we think perhaps this individual was out on foot, and we're reviewing video, but specifically if there was individuals, Calgarians, out at that time of day, we're thinking perhaps the combat style boots might be something that have cued somebody's attention, and we're looking for any additional descriptors we can get. Thank you.